Good morning, kids. Good morning, one and all. Happy Sunday. If you're watching this live, welcome. I haven't done a morning Mikey in a very long time. I said, why not give it a shot? I'll jump on Sunday morning, bright and early for some folks, like people that live in Canada, I'm sure, on the West Coast. Good to see you, KCC. I'm stealing your stick, by the way, for a minute. We're going to watch just a little bit of this. We're not going to watch the entire thing. I don't have 4 hours to just lollygag and hang around. Good to see everybody. Nancy here, Mom. Good to see everybody. Hopefully you're having a great day. Oh, I'm glad you're doing okay. Good. I was curious. I don't know if anybody will show up. Well, Iowa Golfer showed up, so that's a plus. If you haven't checked out her backyard cams, they are fantastic. If you love watching nature and squirrels and what's nots, she's got it all. This is just happening, right? Happened. I rewinded like an hour or so ago. Yeah, it better be on both channels. I hope so. It should be on main channel, and we got a case. Give everybody a second to rub the sleep from their eyes while you come and hang out with me, Mikey. Grab your favorite morning beverage. I'm enjoying my usual Monster, simply because I'm too lazy. A Sunday, yeah, why not? I figured if I can figure out a way to work 7 days a week nonstop, I might accomplish something. Wow, my massive man hands just crushing that can. I can't believe it. Also, I said, you know what? Christmas is coming. The payday that we're working in right now is Christmas payday. So I was like, few extra bucks for Santa's till. Why not? Hootin' hollering. Oh, can you believe CM Punk come back? Let that soak in a minute. So we're going to jump to these. We're going to watch a little bit, hang out. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. If not, I hope it gets better. If not better, not any worse. If you think it's bad, you could be here with this guy.
Do y'all have the JOTS system up and available?
No, we don't have the JOT system today.
I got some premieres coming up too.
So she's gonna have to. So the next one is Myra Drake.
Myra Drake.
She's right here.
Hey, Myra.
Okay, give me just a second.
Myra's
Because
here.
she's going to have to sign. I can sign on my end, but she's gonna have to sign on her end.
Snow.
Okay.
Good to see you, Schuster the Rooster.
Okay. Are you Miss Drake?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Drake. Miss Drake, you are charged with. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Well, 3 traffic violations and then 1 misdemeanor count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Okay. So the first count of driving under the influence, I am going to set a bond of $3,000. On the violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, I'm going to set a bond of $2,000. On the open container charge, I'm going to set a bond of $5,000. And on the impeding flow of traffic, I'm going to set a bond of $500. So it should be $3,000, $2,000, $500, $500 for a total bond of $6,000. Okay.
Math is hard.
Give me just a second. Let me see if you fill out a court appointed.
I know. I watched it last night. It's like
County.
You said 6,000 was the total?
That is correct.
6,000.
I'm just looking for the court appointed form real quick.
He's at his real job.
Because they don't have the online one available.
6,000.
Okay, you did fill one out, so
Yes.
I don't know how this is gonna go.
Yes, live stuff.
Your next court, are you gonna be able to bond out?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Well then, if you do bond out, you do not have to appear on January the 9th, okay? But if you don't, you'll have court on January the 9th for a preliminary hearing. Now, you do have the right to hire your own attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
Hire my own attorney.
Okay, you want to hire your own attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me just a second. Let me.
Can she afford an attorney? I'm guessing not.
Okay. Now, at any point in time, you can change your mind if that's the case, okay?
Okay.
Do you know which attorney you're going to hire or not yet?
I do, but I can't remember her last name at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I just want to make sure that you follow up on that because it's very important. You don't want to, they're minor charges, but DUI comes with a lot of stuff. That's the most serious misdemeanor that you could probably get, okay?
Okay. Question.
Give
Go
me just
ahead.
a second.
Okay.
Let me make sure because your particular paperwork is on a system that is kind of new to us. So I want to make sure that I have everything done, but I will give you an opportunity to ask a question. I promise.
Go ahead. And while you're doing that, Tiny
Okay,
Piggy,
we're a few minutes-
5
Okay,
bones.
what is your question?
You said
That was
I would have
probably
the
really
opportunity
loud.
to
I
change it by
apologize.
like,
Sorry.
what is the process if I did want to change to a court appointment?
There we go.
Sure. So your next court date will most likely be what's called an arraignment calendar. And your arraignment, that's when you'll have an opportunity, if you haven't hired a lawyer, to speak with someone about a court appointed attorney.
Okay, and that would be the January 9th.
No. It'll be later on down the road.
Oh.
I can't tell you when that particular court date will be because it just depends on how long the solicitor's office takes, whether they want to go forward with your case, whether they do or not, or whatever investigation that they need to complete. Okay. So that one I can't tell you. Do you have any other questions?
Will that be mailed out to me that day?
Yes. So make sure that whatever address you use for when you bond out, make sure that that's an address where you're going to be able to get your mail, even if it's, obviously people move and stuff like that. So anytime you change your address, if it's not the one that you're going to use today or tomorrow or whatever, come back to the courthouse and check in with the clerk's office to make sure that they know, because if you miss your court date, you know that leads to a warrant and all types of things that you probably don't want. Yeah.
Deep doo-doo.
Okay.
Deep doo-doo indeed. Look at that. Pass, I hope you remember to take your medicine tonight. And everybody remembers to thank They Call Me Rose for dropping that sweet membership. Membership marathon's over, but you know what? The giving continues. We love you guys. Thank you. And don't move.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay, give me just a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and let's see if I can sign.
It must be really new. He's having a hard time. He's over here chicken
Okay.
pecking like me. I do like this.
Order successfully signed. Okay,
All right.
So-
You did it, dude. I knew you could.
it looks like, let me see, first appearance. I just want to make sure. Okay. Bond CA forms. It looks like I've done everything, Ms. Drake. So the only thing that needs to be
Like
done
you're
is
doing
that they'll need to take you to a computer so you can sign for your bond conditions, okay?
Okay.
And they should know how to do that because again, your paperwork is on this new system. So as soon as you sign it, those should take effect immediately, and then you'll be able to contact somebody about getting you bonded out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any
I don't see it,
questions?
Captain
No,
Happy.
sir.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Drake.
Thank you.
Besides that, I would never call it lazy. I'd call it unmotivated more than anything.
All right, next we have Nicolette Mon.
Okay.
Nicolette, come on down.
Well, let me see. Hold on.
That is rough.
What is your last name?
Driving drunk is crazy.
Guys, speak up a little bit.
Take that rag off your face. We can't hear you.
What's your last name again?
M-O-N-D.
Oh, okay. Give me just a second.
You enjoy your day off.
Do I not have yourself? I just need to find your paperwork. 1 second, Miss Mono.
Debuting over here today. But I'm only watching some of this. If you watch all this tonight, it's just happening now live.
Oh, here we go.
Go to KCC Kitchen
We're doing the wrong
Court
part.
Chats. Somebody drop that. She'll be watching this entire thing tonight. So if you want to watch it with her, make sure you go check that out. Hi there, Tammy. How are things way over
I
yonder?
gotta be patient with us because we're working on a new system. So
Take your time, bud. Take your time. I'll say hello to everybody.
good to go now.
He hates old
All
white
right,
lady.
Miss Mond, and then after Miss Mond, let's get Tindano
Yes, sir.
after Miss Mond.
It's her man,
All right,
right?
Miss Mond, you are charged with one count of theft by receiving stolen property.
I know. I'm so sorry about that.
This one's
So loud. I'm sorry.
is marked as a felony. However, I'm dismissing that charge against you
A dismissal.
because I do not have any information as it relates to who the victim is.
Oh,
You know, for all I know, it could be your mom or your sister or your cousin or best friend, and they report it stolen. You get it back, and you're not the one who stole it. So I don't know.
yes.
But remember what I said, that the charges could come back. Okay, I'm not saying that they are. I'm just saying that they could. So do
Allegedly
you have,
come
as
back.
long as you don't have anything else that's holding you in the Clayton County
lethargic.
Jail, you will be good to go. So, do you have any questions?
Hey, caught
I
me.
do have a question. I'm not sure if you could answer it. They said my phone, they said, they took my phone, they said it's evidence. So do I gotta?
Do we
Oh,
have to
no.
go to-
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take care of that question. So, I don't know if there's going to be an ongoing investigation. I'm just literally presented with just a few sheets of paper, and there's written evidence on there, and there's statements and stuff like that. So I reviewed that, and based on that, I didn't feel like there was enough to move forward with your case. What happens after that, I don't really have a ton of control. I can only control, judges only have a very limited amount of things that they can control, unfortunately. And so my authority ends at this hearing. So I can just tell you, I'm dismissing the case. But again, I don't know if they're going to do a further investigation and bring the charges back later on. Okay. All right. Do you have any other questions?
No,
Maybe.
thank you.
All right, Miss Mon, please don't come back.
Sir,
Don't
we
ever
got the jot
come
system
back,
again
ever.
set up, so we'll have, Ms. No, we'll
Miss
have
Drake.
Ms. Drake sign it soon we get it set up.
Okay, perfect. And then let's get Tindano.
Is that true? He's legally blind? The judge is? Ain't that some shit? Justice is blind.
Yes, sir.
Look at that hair. She got beautiful hair.
All right. What is your name, ma'am?
Melvina Tindano.
All right, Ms. Tindano, you were charged with 2 counts of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, and then 1 count of loitering and prowling.
This lady's a prowler. I didn't know that was really a thing. Prowling. Prowler. I think of prowlers. I think guys with like ski masks on or sneaking around your house. She doesn't look like a prowler, but you know.
Give me just a moment. Let me pull your court-appointed application here. Okay. So,
Yes.
oh, the 2 violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, those are both felonies. I am going to grant a bond in your case. Bond is going to be $4,000 for each count. And then the loitering or prowling, that bond is going to be $1,000.
Maybe he
Let me
doesn't look
see
as
here.
cool with them. I don't look as cool with mine off. So I see where I understand.
I am going to put a special condition to not return back to 8970
Mm-hmm. The area of
Thomas
prowling.
Road,
Prowling.
and that's in Jonesboro. That's Independence Park. So don't go back
Okay.
Yeah.
to that location.
Kudos
All right.
to him.
I don't think that will be an issue. So your total bond is $9,000. Your next court date is going to be on January the 8th, but if you bond out, you do not have to appear for that court date. You do have the right to hire your own attorney or be represented by a court or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do? Okay.
Good call. Good call. Court appointed attorneys. Some of
Okay.
them are good. Some of them not.
I will grant that. Oh, put the wrong thing on here. CAA. Okay. All right, Ms. Tindano, I have granted that request. Do you have any questions about your case? Okay. All right, good luck to you, ma'am. Let's do White.
What?
Are you Miss White?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Miss White, you are charged with 1 count of financial transaction card fraud.
Oh,
which is a felony, I am gonna grant a bond in the amount of $2,000. Your next court date is gonna be on January the 8th, but if you bond out, you do not have to appear for that court date. You, are you gonna be able to make bond?
Yes,
Okay, all right. You do have the right to hire your own attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
I would like to hire my own.
Okay, do you
Oh.
have somebody in mind already or no?
pro move.
Oh, no, not yet.
Pro
Okay.
move.
Did you hear what I told the other person about hiring their own attorney? You can change your mind later on down the road, but just make sure that you get with the attorney as quickly as possible so they can file the appropriate paperwork and know when your court dates are and things like that, okay? All right, do you have any questions? Okay, all right, good luck to you, Ms. Warner.
I just remembered I started
Alright.
me some breakfast in the
Taylor,
microwave.
Adrian.
Completely
Okay.
forgot it. Completely forgot my breakfast.
Okay, are you Miss Adrian?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, all right, Miss Adrian, you are charged with 1 count of battery family violence, which is a misdemeanor. I am gonna set a bond of $2,000 and 1 count of obstruction of an officer, also a misdemeanor. I'm gonna set a bond of $1,000. Your total bond is $3,000. You do have a couple of special conditions of your bond. You do have special condition to not have any contact with David Queen. Okay, I remember now. Hopefully, you were paying attention to what I said earlier. I'll give you a chance to ask a question. Hold on.
Whoa.
Don't talk yet. Yeah.
He's ready.
I got you. Listen, I'll give you a chance to ask a question when I'm done going through this stuff, but I have to go through it first, and then I'll ask if you have any questions. Okay. Now, don't talk to me about the facts of your case or why that person is important and all that, because this is being live streamed and being recorded, and anything that you can say may be
Halfway.
used against you in the future. So keep
Halfway.
that in mind, okay? So special condition number 1, do not have any contact with David Queen. Also, do not return back to the 1902 Lake Harbin Road address.
Not yet.
It appears that that is a residence that you stay at. So I assume that you have belongings that need to be collected from there. That's fine. You can either A, have someone get belongings for you until your case is resolved or your bond conditions are modified, or B, I'm putting on your bond order that you can go to the sheriff's office. They will go with you to that location to where you can get your belongings. That saves you from picking up any new charges. That saves you from having any conflict with anybody that's at that location, okay? So that's how you get your belongings from there. Your next court date is going to be on January the 9th if you do not bond out. Are you going to be able to make your bond?
To be honest, I ain't got nothing to do with them anyway, so it ain't nothing new to me.
Yes or no?
That means a yes.
Okay. All right. So
thought
if you
that
bond
meant a
out,
no,
you know that
but
you don't
okay.
have to appear for that court date.
will
You
check.
do have the right to hire an attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
I ain't even have the money for nothing. I
Okay,
probably
so-
won't even bond myself out anyway. I don't have money. I don't have no family, no nothing.
Okay, well, let me ask.
Oh my God, that's a very sad story. Didn't she just say a second ago that she had money to get out, and now we don't have money to get out? We don't have nothing, nobody, nowhere. And no, the North Carolina, excuse me, North Carolina fan meetup has not been determined a time yet. As of yet, this lady seems to be getting feisty.
Ask you this. So I assume that you want me to consider a court-appointed attorney for you. Is that correct?
Good.
Don't cry, please don't cry.
Okay. I will grant that request for a court-appointed attorney. Do you have any questions about your case?
The officer destruction, that was not my fault.
Okay, remember what I, listen,
don't care, though.
listen, Miss Adrian, remember what I said. This is not, even if I
But
believe,
I didn't know
listen,
my-
stop talking. Okay, this is where I speak and you listen. Even if what you're telling me is true, I don't have the power to change it. So you can be frustrated that I don't have the power. That's okay. This is not an evidentiary hearing. I said it at the beginning. If you were listening, you would know that, right? So save it for a judge who can make an evidentiary ruling. I am not the one.
Save the drama for your mama. I'm not the one. He's trying to tell her, look, Stop saying things about the case. You know, none of that officer destructions or any of that other things. Just put on your listening ears. Yeah. And just chill out. But she doesn't seem like she wants to listen. I feel like she's got more to say.
One that you need to tell this to, okay? Save it for you and your lawyer.
That I
Okay.
have mental health and
Are
stuff.
you done with her, sir?
Well, do you have any other questions?
Yes,
If
What
I
is your
have
question?
keys, you don't.
I'm not
hear.
talking about my case. Please, let me.
What is your question?
Have you read all my mental health cases and
We
stuff?
don't do that.
I have not, so that is not relevant
no.
to this. Do you have any other questions?
Yes.
What's your
I
question?
know a lot of things about
That,
a couple of these officers here.
Mhm.
No, no,
Well,
no, right, right,
do
say,
you want? some
Uh-oh.
food or not? Come on.
Miss,
Did she just try and hand her a bag with some bread and bologna in it? She said, "You want this food or not?" Again, this is we're not trying to rip off anybody and try to get demonetized and kicked off of YouTube. We do a great time hanging out. You'll see some of our videos that won't have this beautiful mug on it or even this face. So feel free to see your way to the door. And I wish you blessings and no ill wills. Bologna and bread I bought. Let's see if we can see that again. I'm trying to pause it.
Miss Adrian, those are not questions that I can assist you with. Y'all hold on a second.
Come on, get her out of here.
Oh my gosh, it is. Look. Oh my God, we're grabbing her too, by the way. Some breads and bologna. I mean, it's breads and bologna in a sack. Oof. Yikes. I kind of wanted to hear her talk. She's getting out of hand. She says she's got some mental issues. I am going to go back just a second. I would like to see a little more. Oh yeah, there's the sandwich. That's what I saw right there. Right there in that well-packed do-it-yourself sandwich kit. Yep. That bologna looks warm.
Food or not?
ma'am.
Come on.
Miss Adrian, those are not questions that I can assist you with. Y'all hold on a second.
Come on, get her out of here. That's it.
Wow. You yanked her out of there.
I
Uh-oh.
don't have any other females. Is that
Oh, we
correct?
moved. I think we're in trouble. I don't think she's going to get that sandwich now. We've moved the camera. Anytime they move the camera.
Can't record.
Is she still here?
They won't-
Oh, now you want to be friends, Sherry. Now you want to be
All right, I have Trenton Bell.
You thought it looked like raw chicken. She's fighting, y'all. We got to fight her. Don't worry, folks. She's getting the help that she'll need. Allegedly. Wow, while we have a second, make sure you hit the like video thing, down there. It's like it looks like a thumb. Kind of like this. It's straight though. It's not like my weird double jointed thumb that like bends straight back like that. Look at this. Weird, right? I mean, do you guys' thumb point the other direction? Or is it just my thumb?
Ready? On three.
We're getting her out of there. Yikes.
Take her shoes with her. Take her shoes with her.
Give her her
All right,
sandwich,
sir,
for
we got
God's
some
sakes.
mailed out.
Okay, start with Bell. I've got Bell, then
Sandwich. Drama. Hijinks.
Bella or Jalo.
Hi.
Hey, hold on.
Oh,
He want to go on order. He want to go on order. Bill.
Got security.
Sweet, good to see you.
Good.
Judge, we have security risks, so we thought we'd try to get those 3 out of the way first.
Security
okay with you.
risks. Uh-oh.
It's
Bring
3
in the
security
security.
risks.
Right,
Who is
well,
it?
right.
Is it the ones that jumped the other inmate?
Wait, you play more?
Prison scuffle. Bring in the
Callaway.
jumpers.
Okay, I got the name.
I think it goes backwards
Um,
like that.
Just
We
bring them
got
up.
Mr. Tamon Calloway,
Okay.
Cherry, Monte Harris, Michael Homosabal, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that, Judge.
Oh, good. I don't feel so weird when I
Okay.
stick it up.
All right. Give me Callaway.
Who is Calloway?
Judge is not happy about this impromptu
Mr. Judge.
rearranging of papers.
Answer the question.
Okay. All right. Are you Mr. Callaway?
These guys jumped another prisoner.
Okay. All right, Mr. Callaway, you are charged with 1 count of battery, misdemeanor. I am going to set a bond of $10,000. Obviously, I don't think you control being near a Mr. Carlos Powell, but I don't think that they're going to put you near him anymore. So if you
Good
see him
idea.
out and about for whatever reason, just don't have any contact with him. I don't know I don't know why you're already there, but I'm sure you don't want to compound your issues by making it worse for yourself, okay? Your next court date is going to be on January the 9th. But if you make bond on these charges and then you finish up whatever it is that you're already there for, then you don't have to appear. If not, they'll just bring you over, okay? You do have the right to hire your own attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
Court-appointed attorney.
Okay, all right, I will grant that request for you, Mr. Callaway. Do you have any questions about your case?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right, Mr. Callaway, good luck to you, sir.
Now get ready.
Thanks, Shelley. Nice surprise to see you here as well. Did he just morph out?
All right, who's next?
Come on, sir. Come on. What's your name?
Yes.
Monte Harris, sir.
All right,
Monte,
Mr.
what you doing
Harris,
jumping that
give me
dude?
just one, sir. Okay. A little bit different.
Please, for God's sake.
We go, you told me all the people before. Yes. Okay, so once we done it, then we keep on voting. We just.
You didn't miss anything. Nothing happened. Nothing big. Nothing big happened. at
All right, Mr. Monte Harris, sir, you are charged with 1 count of battery. Bond is going to be 5,000, and then 1 count of aggravated assault. The battery charge is a misdemeanor. Bond of 5,000. This aggravated assault is going to be 25,000. So your total bond is going to be 30,000. Just like I told the last gentleman, I don't think you have any control over being around Mr. Powell, but to the extent that you see him, just do not have any contact with him. Your next court date is going to be on January the 8th, but if you bond out and you're out on those other charges or whatever reason that you're in custody, you do not have to appear for that court date. Otherwise, they'll just bring you over. You do have the right to hire your own attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
Court-appointed.
Okay, I
You
will
missed
grant
nothing. Either did
that
I.
request for you, Mr. Harris. Do you have any questions about your case?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, Mr. Harris, good luck to you.
Oh, no, matter of fact, I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
I was like, so I can't even ask you about that. Hey, never mind.
Well, hey, Mr. Harris, I don't know if, I know there are a couple of y'all that are charged in this incident, and so I can't
Bleh.
decide which charges to charge you with. I can only say if there enough evidence to proceed. So some of you may have more charges than others. If that's what your question was, why somebody has certain charges and why you have other charges, I don't know. That's just the way that it happened, but I'm sure it'll get sorted out later on down the road. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck, sir.
Mr. Michael Homosabal.
I put a gravy in. Whoa, wait a minute. This guy
All right,
was
so-
in the fight too. I bet he kicked that guy's ass. I was making a Jimmy Dean gravy and biscuit microwave meal. It's halfway cooked. I'm sure it'll be fine to just throw the other minute on it when I go back, right? But yeah, these dudes are beating up people. All 3 of these guys. Good to see everybody coming together with a common goal, I guess.
Sir, give me just a moment. Let me get your paperwork.
Oh, maybe he wasn't in there. Mayor is the best man ever. Don't forget to go vote on Fan of the Year. Did I put that up yet? Maybe I didn't. I will though. I can't remember.
All right, sir, what is your name?
Huntsville.
This guy was in the Yakuza.
You are charged with one misdemeanor count of battery. The bond is 5,000. One felony count of aggravated assault. The bond is 25,000. The total bond is $30,000. I don't know if you can control being around Mr. Powell, but to the extent that you see him around in the Clayton County Jail, just don't have any contact with him, any further contact with him. Your next court date is on January the 8th, but if you bond out and you're not in custody, then you don't have to appear for that. Otherwise, they'll just bring you over for your preliminary hearing. You do have the right to hire your own attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
Point.
He'll
Okay.
be upset.
All right, I will grant that request. Do you have any questions, Mr. Homsabeth?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Homsabeth, good luck to you.
All right, you have a blessed.
We're gonna have next is Mr. Burgess, sir.
Is that all the people that are security risks?
Yeah, it was two more left. So they
Okay.
said they need to go first.
Nancy, I'm not sure what
Who we
that
got?
means. but
Burgess?
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir, Robert Burgess.
Wilbur
Come on, Mr.
Burgess. Come on, get your ass up here.
And then the last person will be Edward Cherry. And then we'll be ready for your order.
Okay.
This guy was involved in it too?
No,
It was a
Mr.
401
Burgess.
attack.
Yes, sir.
Are you Mr. Burgess?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Burgess, you are charged with one count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, which is a felony. The bond is going to be 6,000. That's the warrant ending in 820. Then you have a second charge of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, which is also a felony. Bond warrant ending in 821. The bond is 3,000. So your total bond is 9,000 total. Okay. You do have a special condition of your bond. Do not return back to 5995 Riverdale Road in Riverdale. That's the get and go. I guess that's either a gas station or a convenience store.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
I work there.
Oh, he works there. Well,
Okay, well,
don't go back.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go back there because the allegations are you were doing things that you shouldn't have been. Now, I'm not saying that you're guilty, but I'm saying that you can't go back there. Okay. So you'll need to see if they can transfer you to another store or something, but I can't have you back on that property with the allegations that are against you. Now,
Can't go
if you
back to work.
find out you do not need to appear for your preliminary hearing, but if not, your next court date is going to be on January the 8th.
Hey, sir, they don't no respect, Judge. They don't, that's on the store that they have. Sir. I'm saying that's my life, that's my job. I'm saying I don't got it, whatever the other thing that don't gotta take place. I got kids. Judge.
Give me just a second. I'll let you ask a question if you want to. I mean, let me get through this real quick, okay? Now,
So the judge is like, hey, you can just go to one of their other stores and work. It's fine. You got to work you just can't work at that one. And well, we find out that, well, that's the only store.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
you have the right to hire your own attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
You might be fired.
Court appointed time.
Okay,
McDaniel get a free roll.
okay. All right, I'm going to grant your request for a court-appointed attorney. Now, let's go back to the special conditions.
I don't understand that, and then, no disrespect, I'm saying, okay, that was underway, not what it, I don't know, I'm from a different place, even though, you know, a lot of places marijuana is a lot.
Sure.
I understand the respect to the Georgia law that was explained to me. Like I said, I don't gotta partake in that, but that's my job, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and the amount of marijuana they got off me, no disrespect. Come on now, no disrespect, Judge.
Mr. Burgess, I understand you're being polite and cordial and stuff, so I appreciate that. However, you have to understand it from my point of view, right? You have to look at it from my point of view. I'm not saying that you're a bad guy. I'm not even saying that you're guilty of these offenses. Give me just a second, because I'm looking at something, okay?
Job, Judge. Like I say, I
Might
don't.
need a new job. He might be on the
Clean
job
up
market.
Around the community, I don't, the other last year, you don't gotta take place, but I need to protect my welfare. It's my job. I got 2 kids that depend on me, sir. Then I'm doing research about global warming, all that, you know what I'm saying? He's what I'm saying, let me talk.
Tell him to be quiet.
Quiet.
Finally, man, let me talk.
Mm,
Man, let me talk.
Hold on, Mr. Burgess. Remember that we're being live streamed, so anything that you could say, they can come back and look at this. So you don't want to say anything incriminating against yourself, okay? Just hold tight. You wanna keep it cool and
Settle down.
not say anything.
There must be
I'll
something
tell
in
you
there that
what,
we're not
this is
seeing.
what I'm going to do.
Listen,
And it's not something that you're probably going to do jumping jacks and head over heels for. I appreciate the fact that you are employed, and I like that, and I don't want you to be unemployed. However, and you didn't, this is not a crime of violence.
It's a crime of passion.
You think they're gonna keep you employed there?
yeah, I talked to the man, I talked to the man last night. I'm saying, why all this went down, how it went down, I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. I do see what you're saying.
Because normally I don't do this, but I'll tell you what.
I like the cut of your
I'll tell you
jib.
what. I'm gonna put in here that you can't go back there unless you're employed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that achieves my goal
Yes, sir.
and it achieves your goal. So if you don't work there,
I work there, sir.
you can't go there. We clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me just a second. I'm gonna write it on there. I
Yes,
try to be fair.
Thank you, Judge.
I don't want you to lose your job. I want you to be gainfully
Very
employed and
fair.
not get in any more trouble.
It is actually fair.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Even if it's something minor like this, you see, it could still end you up in the Clayton County Jail, correct?
I see that. Yes, sir.
And you seem like somebody that enjoys your freedom, right?
Of course I do.
Okay. And then the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm changing one of the charges from felony to a misdemeanor. So on the felony charge, the bond is $6,000. On the misdemeanor, it's $1,000. So I saved you $2,000. So your total bond is $7,000 versus $9,000. Okay, because they basically charge you for the same thing twice, but that doesn't really make sense. So, all right, your new bond total is $7,000. Okay, and do not go back to the get and go unless you're employed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if an officer rolls up on you and you're there and they ask the management, does he work here? And they say no, guess what happens?
No, still, they're not gonna say, but I got you, sir.
Okay, all right. Your request for a court-appointed attorney is approved. Do you have any other questions?
No problem.
All right, Mr. Burgess, don't come back here.
You hear?
I got you.
I expect not to see you again, sir.
Judge has just made a friend for life.
All right,
And
who's
Jonathan did
next?
too.
Mr.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Cherry, Edward Cherry.
All right, Mr. Cherry.
Mr.
All right, Mr.
Cherry.
Cherry, give me just a moment, sir. Let
Mr.
me get
Cherry
your
is too
paperwork,
tall for
okay?
the camera. Mr. Cherry, you're
You're a
way
little
too
bit taller
tall.
than the camera allows. Can we get that adjusted for him?
Can you squat down, Mr. Cherry?
You know how to get the 7?
Hold on a second.
8 foot tall, Mr. Cherry.
Oh, he's in Jot. Okay. All right, Mr. Cherry, give me just a moment, because you are in the new system, so I got to switch over real quick.
Okay.
While he's doing that,
All right.
if you're enjoying me being on Sunday, please leave a comment. That way I know to do more Saturdays and Sundays. I appreciate that. I get a sip of this while I'm waiting.
All right, Mr. Cherry, you are charged with 1 count of unlawful acts or violence in a penal institution, 1 count of
Still kicking that guy's ass.
inciting a riot, and 1 count of obstruction of an officer. I am dismissing the, give me just a second. 19, why is it not 18? 18.
I like the judges talking it out.
Okay, on the unlawful acts. Are you sure you want to switch timelines? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I saw him
There we
reach and
go.
grab it.
All right,
Like-
so for the unlawful acts of violence in a penal institution, the bond is going to be 4,000. On the rioting in a penal, inciting a riot, I'm dismissing that charge against you. And then the obstruction is gonna be 1,000, so your total bond is gonna be $5,000, okay?
Oh,
Your preliminary hearing date is gonna be on January the 9th. But if you bond out, January the 8th, but if you bond out, you don't have to appear for that court date. You do have the right to hire an attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney.
thank you.
What would you like to do?
He asked me a question.
Oh, give me a attorney, court appointed attorney.
He's on jobs.
Court-appointed attorney? I got you. Okay, let me make sure I'm going to approve this. So save and refresh. Okay, summary. 4,000 dismiss 1,000. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off on this. Okay, and then you will be able to sign off as well.
Yeah, he's hard of
Okay.
seeing.
All right, do you have any questions, Mr. Sherry?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, good luck to you. I did approve the court-appointed request.
Yeah, he had to grab it and fix it. I mean, it happens. You know, they're gonna need to bring him back so he can lower it though. Oh, there we go. We got it.
All right, let's see, next I have Bell, Trenton Bell.
Thank you for letting us know
We
your
have
phone number.
Omar. Oh, do you have Omar, sir?
Omar Jola?
Yeah.
Yes.
Omar
I know
Jola.
his name was.
No.
Yes,
I went to
he
school
was
with a girl
going
that was
by a
legally
different
blind as
name.
well.
Yeah.
Are you Mr.?
Quick story. Mikey went to school with a girl that was legally blind. She was also lived in the trailer park I lived in, and she pointed at things all the time. I pointed at things all the time. I was like, "Hey, look, there's a spider in the pool." And she would say, "Where, Michael? Where? Where, Michael? Where?" Long story short, we graduated from high school, and next thing you know, she's walking down the shoulder of the road with headphones on. Probably not the best thing to do, take away one of your needed senses. And well, she decided to turn across the road. Damn, Mikey, wake up. Across the road, and stepped out in front of an 18-wheeler. True story.
All right, sir, what is your name, sir?
Well, it get complicated. They both my names, but you got to change the second grade from Jalo to Bar. But I never got the birth certificate for Bar, so I couldn't make an ID that said Bar.
What?
So,
I understand. I get it. I hear you. Okay.
I'm glad you understood that, Judge, because I did not. But I do understand that. Amanda, hallelujah.
I guess my question to you is, Omar Jalo, is that the name that you originally had and then it changed?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right.
Is Jalo though, because I couldn't get the birth certificate.
Okay, no problem. The reason why I asked, we just have to make sure that you're the right person in front of us. If your name wasn't even anything close to that, then we'd have an issue.
Yeah.
All right, sir, you are charged with 1 count of theft by receiving stolen property. I'm dismissing that charge against you because I don't know who the owner is. Maybe it's your property that you stole. I don't know. Okay. Now, did you hear what I said earlier about the possibility of charges being brought back?
Another dismissal.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if they're going to be brought back or not. I'm not going to tell anybody to bring them back. That's none of my business. But that particular charge is being dismissed because they didn't put a victim in there. Okay. The loitering and prowling charge misdemeanor, the bond is $1,000. Okay.
That's 5%, 10% of that.
100 to 200. That's quick math. But again, I'm a lawyer, not a mathematician. So don't hold that against me. Okay. All right. Your next, are you going to be able to make your bond?
I hope so.
Okay. Me too.
Maybe not.
All right. Your next court date is going to be on January the 9th. So if you don't bond out, that'll be your next court date. But if you do bond out, you don't have to go to that court date. Okay.
All right.
You do have the right to hire your own attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
Point.
Okay.
Thank you, Mario. Mario.
Yeah, he wanted it.
Hold on a second.
This guy he's kind of a mumble rapper
How old are you?
a little bit.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, speak.
Oh, got it. Okay. The reason there's a delay between when I speak and when you speak. That way, if you talk immediately after me, it gets cut off. Okay. Did you graduate high school?
I did.
Okay. What school did you graduate from?
North Plain High School.
Shout
Okay.
out.
All right. Very good. Just want to make sure that was done. Okay. Whatever. Let's see. Okay. All right.
Sorry, it wasn't
So
a
as of right
happy
now,
story.
the only charge being bound over is the misdemeanor loitering or prowling. And I am going to grant your request for a court-appointed attorney. Do you have any other questions? Okay. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Before this young buck gets up here, let's thank Kitchen Court Chats, by the way, the channel where you can go and watch this entire day's worth of first appearances later on tonight. She's in Canada. I don't know when that'll be on. So I'm sure if you check your local listings. Yes, T. Very badly. Very, very yes. Like in the movies. You step out. It's a terrible thing. You know what makes it feel better? Bust the crash, daddy.
All right. What's your name, sir? All right. Mr. Bell, you were charged with one count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act. The felony version. The bond is $3,500. Your next court date is going to be on January the 8th if you do not bond out. Are you going to be able to make your bond?
I hope so, sir.
Okay, I got you.
Stay off drugs, kid.
You do have the right to hire your own attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
Second,
The court-appointed attorney?
whichever one y'all give me.
I got you. Oh. Let's see. How old are you?
19.
Got it. Did you graduate high school?
No, sir.
Are you still in school?
No, sir.
Gotcha. Okay. You need to get that taken care of. I can't put any special conditions on you as it relates to that because you're not in school, but I would highly encourage you to make that happen. A lot of doors are closed to you unless you learn a skill, plumbing, air conditioning, electricity, something like that. But anyway, just trying to give you some life advice. I am going to grant your request for a court-appointed attorney. Do you have any questions about your case?
The bond, like with a 10%, do you know how much it would be?
So if again, I'm not a mathematician, I'm an attorney. I hate doing math, but you're looking at somewhere between $350 and $700. Rough estimate. That's a rough estimate. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Bell.
Hey, Judge is pretty forthcoming. I like him.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Probably a child.
All right, Mr. Childs, you were charged with one count of a misdemeanor possession of drug-related objects. I am going to grant a bond of $1,000 and one count of solicitation. The bond is $1,500. So your total bond is $1,500. You do have the right to hire. Your next court date is going to be on January the 9th.
This guy.
Do you, well, let me ask you this. You have the right to hire your own attorney or be considered for a court-appointed attorney. What would you like to do?
I would like to know how many days do I have to set him to be pertaining to a working day for that charge to be obsolete.
Well, the thing about it.
Delete. So he wants to just stay in jail long enough to work off his solicitation. I like that. Like that.
Is Mr. Childs, you haven't been convicted. So what'll happen is, well, are you going to be able to make your bond or no?
Oh, no, they said y'all was.
Okay, because you're only charged with misdemeanors, you can have your case go up to state court faster than January the 9th. So it's a faster process. Do you want to waive your preliminary hearing or do you want to have a preliminary hearing?
I
And
got a
waive
life.
that and go straight to the point.
Okay,
Straight.
okay, so you'll need to sign a piece of paper indicating that you want to waive your preliminary hearing, okay? And then they'll send it back to me and I'll do that. So that way your case gets in front of a judge in state court faster. And then the question that you ask me will become a lot more relevant, okay? Now, do you want to hire your own attorney or a court-appointed attorney?
If not, I'll just represent myself.
Oh, look at all the love.
No, we'll get you,
Okay.
I'll approve it for a court-appointed. So I just need Mr. Childs to sign his waiver of preliminary hearing and then sent back to me, please.
Yes,
Mr. Childs, do you have any other questions?
No, sir.
You got it?
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Childs.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Childs is out there looking for love in all the wrong places. It is time for football for everyone in the Americas. Football is kicked off, and I will not make you choose between myself or your favorite football team. I too will be going to watch football. But if you enjoyed me being on Sunday, like today, I would love for you to tell me. Yeah, you're late to the party, I know. I would love for you to tell me, hey, Mikey, you need more of this. You need to come on Sundays. You need to come on Saturdays. Just leave a comment down below if you're just getting here. Oh, thank you. Picking me. I will never make you choose between me or the sacred sport of football. What I would do, though, is thank you guys. Because without you, there's no me. Without me, there's no Morning Mikey, Xmas Fun Express. That's right, Tiny Piggy. They call me Rose, John Fun. He sent one of them gifts. Amanda, Mario, Buster, Hot Crash. Almost said something really dirty. Always a treat. Always fun. More talking? You got it. You got it. I appreciate you guys. Be back. Lasagna. That's right, lasagna. You heard it. Coming to your house for lasagna on Christmas Day, baby. Don't worry. The Raiders aren't doing much better either. All right, party people in the place to be. Don't be soliciting. Don't be prowling. But most of all, more importantly than anything else, there's no outro here. I just noticed there's no outro over here. So we gotta go over here, do this. There we go. There's an outro. Good job, Mikey. Take care, guys. Watch some old shit today. Bye now. Bears are sucking. The bears are sucking. So are the Pats. Everybody's sucking. Pretty bad. Ouch. 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 Yeah. For the people in the back. Scissor me, daddy!